Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Miss She Beauty here and my phone is ringing. Okay, sorry about that guys. It is Miss She Beauty and I am back again. I am going to put my phone on silent. As you could read from the title, I am revisiting one of my first, my first liquid foundation. And let me mute this phone. My first liquid foundation, and of course it is a not grocery store product, it is a drugstore product. It is the FitMe Matte and Poreless, and this is in the shade 338. Let's see if this shade is still my shade. Sometimes we go through color changes, our skin changes color. It could be because of pregnancy, it could be hormonal. So let's just see if this is still my color. I am guessing so. And I also will do a wear test to see how this wears. Back when I first started doing YouTube with foundation, powder, or liquid foundation, I did not do wear tests, but now I do. So I want to go ahead and put this on and do a wear test. Again, this is 338 Fit Me and Poreless. This is a Maybelline product, for those of you that don't know. I am going to shake it up. I did not wet my beauty blender. I did want to apply this with a beauty blender because I believe back in the day I was only applying with a beauty blender, and I believe this is thick. It is rather thick, I think. I'll have to see because I don't remember. I have not gone back to this after trying it on because I've gotten so many other liquid foundations and powders. So let's just go ahead and see what the consistency of this is. I'm going to go wet my beauty blender and I'll be right back. So I have wet my little beauty blender here. I forgot where this came from. I am going to go ahead and prime my face. I am not sure my SD card was full. I'm gonna have to buy some new SD cards. Anyway, I'm going to start with the beauty blender. If you guys didn't catch that, forgot what the brand name of this beauty blender is. I do like it. It's not too firm and it's soft enough. I need to get the name of this beauty blender. So like I said before, I am going to stick with drugstore product when it comes to this foundation application, and that means I'm going to stick with a drugstore product for my primer, and I'm going to use the Poreless Putty Primer. It does say Universal Sheer. This is from e.l.f. So I am going to start by applying that. Now I have never used these two in combination with each other because of course I got the foundation first and the primer at a later date. So let me go ahead and start by putting the primer on my face. I do like this e.l.f. primer. It is pore filling. So far the best pore filling primer for me is the what is the name of it? It's my Poreless No Poreless primer. That is my best light primer for filling my pores prior to putting foundation on. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I am more of a powder foundation person, so I do like using powder foundation as opposed to liquid foundation. However, there are some I'm going to put this on my eyes. There are some occasions where I feel that a liquid foundation is best, so I am still testing liquid foundations. I do want to get the Charlotte Tilbury when it is released. I don't know if it is on her website. I don't know also how much it will be as it relates to, in comparison to, I'm very wordy, to other foundations, high-end foundations. Charlotte Tilbury would be considered a high-end foundation. I do hope it's not in the $60, $65, $70 range. I really do. I just really don't want to spend that kind of money, but I think it would be worth it. So I'm going to start out, I put it on the Beauty Blender, and we're going to start out just dabbing it. I don't use beauty blenders too much anymore. Sometimes I follow up with a beauty blender after I apply it with the initial brush application. I think I just got foundation in my eye. It's okay. So I haven't used this foundation in a very long time, and it's actually applying very nicely. Just so used to applying with a brush. This is not as thick as some of the other high-end foundations, the few that I do have. And I'm not sure if you guys remember, I did buy another drugstore foundation. And I don't think it's a matte foundation like this one is. I need to bring you guys in closer. Let's see, so I have a blemish right here. And I don't remember if this claims to be full coverage or not. Let me use my mirror. I think this is medium to full, so I'm just putting a little bit more. This foundation, and I did not try this on in the store. I didn't test it. But this foundation is the only foundation that has been my skin color match 100%. This is the only foundation that I have not had a problem with. Well, I didn't have a problem with it the time that I used it, but I am going to do a wear test to see if it does oxidize. You can kind of still see my blemish, I'm sorry, here. So I'm going to let that dry down, and I'm not putting on a lot of foundation because that's just not, I don't need to. Plus it is 98 degrees here. It is a heat advisory here where I live, and so I kind of don't want foundation melting down my face. And I believe regardless of how high end a foundation is, heat can get to it, especially if you're in the sun for a while. I have a blemish here at the top of my head, but I do not want to get the foundation in my hair. So let me take a look. I did quite a light application. And I usually don't put on concealer. It's not needed. I think I'm gonna let the foundation kind of dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spot here. And you know what I could use? I kind of wanted to keep in line with a drugstore foundation. But there is a product that I can use, I haven't used in a while. This is not considered drugstore, but it's an Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream by Becca. And I just don't get a chance to use this a lot. I'm going to go ahead and conceal this area right here, and I think I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes. And it is a thicker formula. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if it does end up. There we go. So I'm going to, I don't know if I should use a brush. Let's see if I can use the Beauty Blender. Wow, look at that. Oh wow, that concealed that really nicely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're here for the Fit Me, but this Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream, it concealed it that fast. Look at that. Look at that. You can't even see. You can see a little bit of it, but I don't want to pile on. If I do one more of this concealer, one more layer, it will cover it completely. But that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is go under my eye with this. And here. This is pretty good stuff, this concealing cream by Becca. I did purchase this at a TJ Maxx, I believe. I do not believe it was a Marshall's. No, it was Marshall's for $6.99. Again, that's Becca concealing cream. The color I have is Treacle. Let's see if it zooms in. Treacle. And so yeah, I might use this more often. It is a skin color foundation. I'm gonna turn my Beauty Blender around the other way. I'm sorry, it is a skin color concealer. I did not go lighter because I'm not using this concealer for brightening purposes. That's pretty good right there. So this is me, along with the foundation. This is almost my foundation color, this concealing cream. And you could use a brush with this concealing cream. So I'm liking this coverage. It is not as matte as I would say a, what do I have that's matte? I have Rihanna's Fenty matte. I don't think it's as matte as that. I also have, let me think, what else do I have that is matte? Let's see. There's something else that's really matte that I have. All right, guys, so this is what it's looking like, and I got the rest of my there have been some that I've tried on, I think, and I've returned back to the store. Juvia's Place was one that I returned back to the store. It did kind of break me out just a little bit, and I didn't want to keep reapplying and trying because my skin's very important to me and how I care for it is very important to me. This is what the Fit Me is looking like now. I really do like it. I've got my wrinkle on my forehead going on. I'm just going to put a little bit more. I was about to show you guys, I got distracted by my forehead. I was about to show you guys, I'm just going to put one little layer on my forehead of this foundation. Okay. So that's going to do it for the application. I did maybe, I don't know, I didn't do 2 full layers. I did it where I think I needed a second layer. But let me just show you what other foundations I have. I did forget what I was in Juvia's place. You guys can look back at my videos. Maybe I'll put clips. I'll put, not clips, but I'll put the link to them in the description. But in L'Oreal's Infallible Fresh Wear, I am a 510, which I am not sure what the name of that color is, but this foundation has a sunscreen in it, I believe. So that is very similar. Well, this one looks actually darker. But right now, this color does look a little bit darker than my skin. Now that I'm looking at it. And it could be because it made my skin appear darker because I have been out in the sun. And when I bought this FitMe, I believe I bought it when it was in the winter time. I believe, don't quote me on that. But it is looking a little bit different than my neck. My face is looking a little bit, and see, I'm not sure, I should have checked before applying it, the difference between my face and my neck. So you can see that there is a slight difference there. And it could be because of the summertime. I don't know. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you. I'm going to swatch it for you on my neck. I do have to. So, okay, this is it swatched. And of course, this is it on my face, if it will focus. Maybe I need to look at it. So I love the application of this. I'm just going to put leftover foundation from swatching right here. But I do like the coverage. It's just enough for me. I believe this is medium to full coverage. And I've seen other people that do have, they might have scars or something on their face from bumps or acne, and I've seen other people build this up. I just have no reason to build this up right now. So this I do like for a matte foundation. I did put this, I'm just gonna put translucent powder on my face for the day when I do the wear test. I'm not gonna put a lot of other makeup on, probably a gloss and a light shadow, because all I'm doing today is picking my daughter up from school. But this is matte. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit. This looks like a demi matte to me. It's not going on matte, not like, say, a Fenty Beauty. This Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid, this was a bust for me. It was very thin. So when it came to when it came to drugstore foundations, these two were the best. This one was #1 for me because it was a little bit lighter on the skin than this one, and it had SPF. But I do like this for a matte. Fenty looked really well. on my skin. It looked really good on my skin. It was very pretty, a velvet matte finish. I really did like it, but I do have to wear an oil or moisturizer in combination with my primer for the Fenty. The Fenty, I will say, for say if I have a wedding, a party, or something like that where I'm indoors mostly, I will break out the Fenty. This one right here, I will never get rid of it because I like it. I think for an occasion that's not so formal, I would break this out. I do like the Maybelline Fit Me for the price. It is available in most stores. I mean, you got your all your stores. It's available in grocery. It's available. I don't think they have it in like Sephora or anything like that. I don't know. But it is a drugstore product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put eyeshadow on right now. I'm going to use the IBY. I believe this came in a Ipsy. And I am going to get a brush and we're going to put this on very quickly. All right, for that I will be using, oh sorry guys, you can see past my background here. You guys already know what's behind my background. Why am I trying to be so secretive? For the application of this IBY eyeshadow, I'm going to use the E40 Sigma brush. And does this have a color? It's called Headliner. Lush eyeshadow is what they call it. So let's just go ahead, and I really do like this eyeshadow. It is creamy. Let me zoom you guys in. I do lift up my eyelid because I do have hooded eyes. In my opinion, my eyes are hooded. It is not a professional diagnosis. This is a very pretty eyeshadow. I love the way it goes on, and I have used my finger for this eyeshadow. So what I'm doing is just a one color application because I am going nowhere but the school. And I do have a curriculum night to go to, which starts at 6:30. So I'm going to leave this on and check in with you guys after curriculum night, which is supposed to end at 7:30. So that'll give me good time with this eyeshadow where I didn't have this time before. Because again, like I said, I was not doing wear tests back then. For some reason, I like this side better. So let's just take, I think I put a lot more on this side. I want them to be even in application, so I'm going to look. It's probably because I'm looking at my camera and not my mirror. But I want you guys to see how this eyeshadow goes on. Very nice eyeshadow. Yeah, liking it. I need to keep this in my purse. That's another reason why I like the Ipsies and the Allure, is because they give you nice brands, trial size, that you can take with you on the go. and I do like that. Again, this will be a wear test of the FitMe Matte and Poreless. This was my very first cream foundation, so I did want to go back and review it for those that are interested in this foundation. Again, I am probably a little bit lighter of a color than this. I am going to, I don't know what the shade is. I don't know if it would be 337, but I am 338 in this color. I am going to use the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte powder, just a little bit of it, in keeping with drugstore products on my face. So I'm grabbing this Firma 102 brush for that. Not putting on a lot because, again, I do want to do a wear test with this. And I am not going to set my face. I'm not going to set my face with any sprays. I'm going to just use this universal finishing powder by Flower Beauty. Yeah, this is, once the powder is applied, it's got a very smooth finish. Oops, was that too close? Looks like it, so let's go back. It's weird with this camera because if I don't look right at it, you see the finish here. Once I put the powder on, I'm gonna try to move slowly in without confusing the camera. It's perfect right here. It's very smooth. It's not gonna get rid of the wrinkles. No foundation does that. But let's just see with the wear test if it settles in to the wrinkles. I don't know, this is a frown line or something. I don't really have a lot of wrinkles. I don't even know if you call those wrinkles. Maybe it's just me in denial. But anyway, let's zoom back out. That's going to do it for my eyeshadow look for the whole entire face. Let's make sure that I have the setting powder everywhere it needs to be. That is going to do it for my face. Everything that I have on my face except the Becca concealer was from drugstore. Now I'm going to use a non-drugstore lipstick that I haven't used in a while. It is Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick. And it is in the color Dusty Mauve. I think it goes well with the, all right guys, ran out of room. So this lipstick is a little bit darker than what I thought. However, it is fine. I'm going to brush my eyebrows. Again, this is Dusty Mauve. This is the color here. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that or not. But this is the color I have put on my lips. I'm going to go ahead and follow it up with a lip oil, just a little bit, and it is an Ulta lip oil, just in the center. And that actually is it. I'm going to comb my brows. I did get my upper lip waxed this weekend. Let me put you guys in. but I did not bother to get my brows done. For some reason, I just want to, before I do my brows, I like them to be really grown in, really thick before I do them again, because I like to tell the people that do my brows, I just want cleanup, and I usually do threading. So cleanup is usually what I like to say, because if they're already thin, they're more inclined to take off a lot more than I'd like. So I only go in when they are completely grown in. I just don't want them getting thinner and thinner. So guys, this is it. All right guys, this is the finished look. My camera cut off on me again. I had too many videos on here. I had to get rid of some. This lipstick and eyeshadow gives me a little bit of a darker look, darker muted look. I am looking matte. I think this Miracle Powder by Flower Beauty has made it look more matte. So this is, I put earrings on. This is how, I'm not gonna go pick my daughter up with these on, but this is it for right now. It is 2:30. I'd say 2:30 is when I finished this look up, or 2:20. And I will come back to you probably around 7 or 8 to check in with you guys on how this looks. And we will see you guys in a few. Bye. All right guys, I am back. It is now 8:55, so I've had this on for at least 5 or 6 hours. Wait, I started around, I forgot already, but it is now 8:55, and let me zoom you guys in for this. Basically, I think I've had my hand up to my face a lot, and you can see that there's some oil here, and basically this is where I've had my hand. The foundation, I think, has kind of rubbed off a little bit, and as far as creasing, I did not have, I had the concealer on, and so this looks pretty good. It looks like some of it's worn off. And basically this makeup did not make my face oily at all. It is a matte foundation. Let me zoom out. Basically, I can feel that the foundation is still there, but around the perimeter where I've had my hands, there's little to none here. As far as the where I put the concealer, it's still looking like it pretty much is hiding that. The makeup is still here and here for sure. I don't have a lot of creasing here. It doesn't look like it's settled into my wrinkles. So this makeup, or this foundation, the Fit Me by Maybelline, is a pretty good foundation. I did take a shower with this on before I went where I had to go. So it was in a steamy environment for a little bit. And for that and the heat, I think this makeup held up pretty well. So guys, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up as far as the wear test goes. If it wasn't for me touching my face so much, the makeup would still be here, and it looks very good to be a drugstore makeup, a foundation. It has stayed the course, except for where I literally kept touching my face and rubbing it off. There actually was some transfer. I did blot once, and that was when I got out of the shower before I even went to the curriculum night, my daughter's curriculum night for their school. I did blot, and I blotted with this, is it rice paper? I don't know what this is. Blotting sheets from one of the what is it, Korean boxes that I had. So yeah, I blotted once with that before leaving the house, and after that I didn't do anything but accidentally touch my face, and this is how it looks. So guys, yeah, I would definitely, if you're looking for a drugstore makeup that's matte, foundation that's matte, this is a good one. But the Infallible Wear gives you a more dewy finish. It's not a dewy finish makeup, but it's not matte. So, but yes, the FitMe drugstore, it's very good. The next thing I'm probably going to be trying in the way of foundation, I might do something in between, but my goal is, of course, Charlotte Tilbury's new foundation, and I forgot, I think it's called Flawless foundation, Flawless something foundation, that's coming out either in a week or two. So, but guys, that is it, and until the next review or the next unboxing, we will see you guys later. Bye. Oh, and stay tuned for the pictures after.